Welcome back. We are in part three. In part three, we are going to understand how you navigate the next steps. In navigating next steps, the first question that I start with is understand what kind of a personality you have, what kind of a person you are when you are executing the work that you execute every single day. Are you an introvert, happy with a book and curling in the corner? Are you an extrovert, happy to talk to people, whoever they are, and being the life wire of the party? Are you an ambivert, sometimes this, sometimes that? Are you a supporter who helps people? What kind of a person you are? You need to understand that. And there are a lot of personality tests available. It could be a 16 facet test which is available, which is free. Be a Gallup Strengths Finder, which is paid, but which is good. You can take any of this, take the test, be very, very honest, be very, very truthful, take the results, show it to a couple of your friends and ask them, does it feel like me in work? They will tell you whether it is or it is not. They will also add illustrations, examples, so that you can understand where this test results are coming from and what forms the core of those test results. When you understand that, you are ready for the next step. Question number 16. Which industry trends that you need to know about more about what is happening in the industry, what is becoming the cutting edge of the industry, and how do you learn more about it? And how do you learn consistently about it? This is an important question, but people ignore it very, very consistently, very, very unfortunately. But you can't afford to ignore that. How do you learn about it? Simple things you can do. You need to subscribe to industry letters, which are absolutely free of cost. Lots of industries send out letters, newsletters, sometimes, most of the times free of cost, sometimes paid with advanced features in that. You figure out what you need and figure out which industry letters that you need. Second, you can be part of podcasts of industry leaders. Third, you can follow people on LinkedIn who write thought leadership papers. Four, you can be part of industry bodies where key topics are being discussed. Five, you can read books which are in the industry talking about next topics. But whatever you do, start doing that. At least spend 15 to 20 minutes a week, if not more, to update yourself, learning about industry trends, which will help you hugely in terms of shaping yourself, shaping your next career. Question number 17. What one career bold move, one bold career move that I would want to do this year? It could be speaking in an event. If you have never spoken and you are scared of public speaking, good time to do it now. It could be taking a sabbatical, 3 month sabbatical to do some internship in a company that you've always admired, which is not a competitor. You can take permission from your company, go do it. It could be that you want to do a certification, online certification, offline certification by working 1 hour every other day so that you can get that certification. Whatever it is, think deeply about what is that one thing that would move the needle in your career. Think about what is the scariest, what is scaring you, but also exciting you. What are things that you've always wanted to do, but you have not really tried doing that? Maybe the time is now. Think about it, do it this year. Question number 18 is a bit of a deep dive into yourself, but it's an important deep dive. So the question is, how critical and important money is in my life? Money is important, no questions on that, but where does it rank? How would you rank compensation, the money that you make, versus learning, versus exciting work, versus skill development? In the order of these things, where would money come and how critical would that be? How critical making more and more and more money year after year would be for you? It's important to know there is no right or wrong answer here. I'm not taking moral judgment here in terms of favor of one, favor of other, but it is very important aspect that you need to figure out about yourself, and accordingly the decisions will flow. You will choose the job's basis, what is important to you, but the first thing is to figure out what is important to you to start with. Number 19, what is your ideal work-life balance? There is nothing called as the perfect answer. Whatever is perfect for you. What works for you is perfect for you. So a simple exercise would help you draw a circle. Look at how much of your time and energy you are devoting to yourself, your quiet contemplation, your development, your skills. How much of a time and energy are you devoting to your family? It could be your father, mother, it could be your spouse, it could be your children, it could be entire set of family people. How much of a time and energy are you devoting for friends if you are a person who goes out with friends and that is important to you? How much of your time and energy are you devoting to your fitness? How much are you devoting it for your hobbies? Find out current position, find out how much is happening in this circle, and draw an ideal circle. How much would you want all of this to be? How much proportions you want to devote to your family? How much proportions you want to devote to yourself? How much percentage proportion you want to devote to your fitness and hobbies and so on? And what is the gap? And how do you cross this gap? Would when you want to get another job, when you want to move into another position, another role in your company, keep this gap in mind and keep this ideal proportions in mind. And understanding this ideal proportion would also become a big factor in deciding on which opportunity you really want to take. The last question that I want you to think about is, what are the things that I am willing to give up for this ambition? What are the things that I'm willing to give up to reach this position in the 5 years? Growth doesn't come in vacuum. You need to give up something to get this. You need to put in effort to get this. And you need to sometimes sacrifice some things to get this. What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to sacrifice your time, which you devote for yourself? Are you willing to sacrifice the kind of attention that you are giving to your family today? Are you willing to give up a bit of money so that your career trajectory can become faster? Are you willing to put those hours in developing yourself, skill building, which you would have devoted otherwise to your hobbies? You need to think deeply about it because all of us have only 24 hours and we need to apportion that 24 hours in whichever way we think is best for us, what is best for you, and what is best to get the dream job, the dream career going. You need to think deeply about it because that would align where you want to grab that opportunity, what kind of opportunity you want to grab, and what kind of opportunity you want to let go. Think once you have thought deeply about it, you are ready to grab those opportunities. Remember, these are 20 questions which are just not questions. These are thought provoking ones, deep ones, which would propel you into that career, which would turbocharge your career, which would help you build your skills, which would help you in on your way to that dream position that you always thought of. And you may want to answer only 2 questions a day, 3 questions a day, which is absolutely fine. You may want to come back to these questions and revisit and re-answer them, which is again fine. Take your time, but do it. Don't postpone it for later on because these are deep questions. When you do these questions, when you are ready with answers, when you have clarity on who you are, what you want to do, how you want to go grab these opportunities, you are already ahead of about 95% of the people already who have never thought about it. Feel free to share this with a friend who's stuck. Feel free to share this and discuss this with your friends so that your friends on these questions can give you feedback. If you want a PDF note on all of these questions with illustrations, examples, which is given in the workbook, feel free to download it completely free of cost. But start the journey of asking these questions, answering this, and understanding about yourself today. If you like this journey so far, like it, subscribe my channel, and also recommend my channel to your friends so that they can also benefit from some of the thoughts and ideas that I have described. See you in our next episode.